The journey is hard, but the calling is holy. Chosen one, you didn't arrive here by accident. This moment is divine timing. God led you here because your spirit is ready for truth and confirmation. Every delay, detour, and painful pause wasn't meant to break you. It was designed to build you. You didn't take the long road because you were forgotten. You took it because your purpose is greater, your crown is heavier, and heaven needed time to prepare you for the weight of your calling. The silence wasn't God ignoring you. It was God shaping you. The slow seasons weren't punishment. They were preparation for something sacred. You are not behind. You are being refined. If this message resonates in your spirit, type "crowned" in the comments as a sign of agreement. It's your confirmation that everything you've been through was necessary for where you're going. You were never overlooked, just set apart. The long road was the holy road. And now you're stepping into the season you were made for. Keep going. You're closer than you think. Chapter 1. The detour was divine. You didn't take a wrong turn. God placed you exactly where you needed to be. The path you walked just didn't look like what others expected. While people around you seemed to be moving faster, reaching milestones, and celebrating visible success, your journey twisted, paused, and sometimes felt like it was going backward. But it wasn't delay, it was divine design. God didn't lead you the long way to frustrate you. He did it to form you. He used the detour to break impatience, strip away the need for approval, and build a foundation that could carry the weight of your true calling. Every moment that felt like nothing was happening, something deep inside you was being shaped. You were being taught to hear His voice without noise, to move without applause, to trust Him even when there was no promise in sight. What looked like missed opportunities were actually mercies in disguise. If you had received what you prayed for too early, it could have crushed you. The spotlight would have exposed wounds that weren't yet healed. The influence would have outgrown your integrity. So in His love, God slowed things down, not to deny you, but to prepare you. While others were elevated by popularity, you were being positioned by purpose. You weren't on the scenic route, you were on the sacred one. Every no, every delay, every closed door was heaven's way of saying, "Not yet. I'm still shaping you." Now, you're not desperate for validation. You live from divine confirmation. You don't chase blessings, you carry responsibility. The detour saved you from distractions, protected your purity, and preserved your purpose. And now, as preparation meets divine timing, you're about to understand why the long way was the only way. Because when the crown is heavy, the process must be holy. Chapter 2. The long way taught what shortcuts never could. Chosen one, hear this clearly. The long way wasn't punishment. It was protection. It wasn't a detour from your destiny. It was the very road that would shape you for it. While others sprinted towards success, you were being slowly, intentionally refined. You weren't just moving forward, you were being molded. The long way forced you to confront yourself, to sit in silence, to trust God without evidence, and to grow roots no shortcut could ever offer. Shortcuts may bring quick results, but they rarely build lasting character. They give platforms, but not always preparation. They elevate, but often without depth. And without depth, what rises fast can fall just as quickly. But you are being anchored. Every season of waiting, every quiet moment, every tear cried in secret was watering the roots of something unshakable. You learned how to praise when nothing was changing, how to stay pure when no one was watching, how to keep walking when there was no confirmation in sight. That kind of strength doesn't come from the easy road. It's birthed in the wilderness, forged in fire. Yes, there were moments you felt forgotten, overlooked, even tempted to settle. You watched others take shortcuts and still be celebrated, while you stayed hidden in preparation. But what looked like delay was actually deep work. While you waited, God was whispering. While you stayed in process, He was purifying your purpose. The long road revealed truth about yourself, your calling, and even the people around you. It exposed motives, tested loyalty, and protected your destiny from those who couldn't carry it with you. If you had risen too soon, you might have taken the wrong people, carried unresolved wounds, or moved in pride instead of purpose. But now, when your time comes, and it will, you won't rise in hype, you'll rise in holiness. What you've built in secret will stand in the spotlight, not because of popularity, but because of purity. You weren't called to be quick, you were called to be lasting. That's why the long way was necessary, because your crown is real, your calling is weighty, and the world doesn't need another rushed success. It needs someone who's been through the fire, walked with God in the quiet, and emerged with wisdom the wilderness alone can teach. That someone is you. Chapter 3. The wait wasn't wasted, it was working in you. Chosen one, let's set the record straight. The waiting season wasn't a void, it was a vault, a divine workshop where God wasn't just preparing the promise, He was preparing you. What looked like delay was actually deep development. While you saw no fruit, your roots were growing strong beneath the surface. Every moment you felt stuck was actually stability being formed. Every closed door, every unanswered prayer was heaven's way of protecting and positioning you. You weren't being punished, you were being processed. And processing is sacred. It's where God strips away what can't go with you and strengthens what must stay. While others built platforms, you were building perseverance. While they chased visibility, you were cultivating vision. In the hidden places, God was teaching you how to pray when it felt silent, how to serve without applause, and how to stand when everything around you told you to quit. That kind of endurance can't be faked, and it's exactly why heaven kept you hidden. Waiting in the natural may look like stillness, but in the spiritual, it's warfare. It's pruning, purifying, and preparation. God wasn't withholding. He was investing. Your shoulders were being strengthened to carry what's coming. Your desires were being refined, so the promise wouldn't become your idol. And now, you're not stepping into your next season as the same version that started this journey. The wait changed you. It matured your spirit, deepened your faith, and aligned your heart with God's. You no longer chase what used to move you, because your vision is clearer now, your pace more patient, your soul more anchored. So don't resent the wait. Honor it. It didn't just prepare you for the promise, it qualified you to carry it. The world celebrates speed, but heaven rewards substance. And you, chosen one, are stepping in not just with favor, but with the fire-tested faith to steward it well. Chapter 4. The Weight of the Crown. Chosen one, you've asked, why me? Why the pain, the rejection, the long, lonely road? Here's the truth. Your crown is heavy, because your calling is holy. God doesn't place weighty crowns on unprepared heads. He doesn't elevate without first refining. The trials weren't punishment, they were preparation. Every delay was development. Every betrayal revealed who couldn't go where you're going. Every lonely season was God setting you apart, not casting you aside. Your crown isn't for show, it's a mantle of purpose. You're called to break cycles, carry healing, shift atmospheres, and walk in divine authority. That kind of calling requires depth, not comfort. So God grew your roots in the dark so you wouldn't fall in the light. The crushing shaped your character. The fire didn't destroy you. It refined you. You didn't quit. You didn't fold. You stayed faithful. And now, your crown, though heavy, fits perfectly. It was molded by obedience, sealed in surrender, and earned through fire. Now that you've been prepared, walk boldly. This crown was never handed to you. It was forged in heaven and tested in the wilderness, for such a time as this. Chapter 5. Protected for a purpose. Chosen one, those closed doors weren't rejection. They were divine protection. That silence wasn't abandonment. It was God shielding what He placed within you. You carry something sacred, something eternal, and heaven had to guard it. What's in you isn't ordinary, it's holy. Your voice, your gifts, your calling were never meant to be exposed too early or entrusted to the wrong people. God blocked access, delayed opportunities, and removed certain relationships not to hurt you, but to preserve the oil you carry. Not every platform is pure, and not every open door is from God. So He hid you, not to isolate you, but to insulate you. He was protecting the purpose growing inside you until your character was ready to carry its full weight. Now, the shift is here. The preparation has aligned with your assignment. You've been refined, not for recognition, but for impact. When God reveals you, it won't just be you they see, it will be His power through you. You weren't forgotten, you were being fortified. And now, what's within you, anointed, powerful, and preserved, is ready to be released. And when it is, it will change everything. Chapter 6. The reveal will match the wait. Chosen one, every quiet sacrifice, every battle no one saw, every tear-soaked prayer, it was not in vain. You didn't walk that long, hidden road for nothing. Heaven recorded every moment, every act of obedience, every time you stayed when it would have been easier to quit. And now, the reveal is near. But this won't be a soft entrance. It won't be subtle or small. What's coming will be divine, undeniable, and deeply aligned with everything you've endured. The glory will match the grind. The breakthrough will match the burden. Because God doesn't waste pain, and He doesn't let His faithful ones walk through fire without coming out refined and radiant. The people who dismissed you, the ones who thought your story was over, they're about to witness a move of God that can't be explained, only experienced. They'll see that you were never out of place, just out of sight, hidden by God, not overlooked, protected, not forgotten. This next season won't just restore what was lost, it will reveal who you truly are. Not according to the world's standards, but heaven's. This isn't about recognition, it's about revelation. You're not walking into fame, you're walking into fulfillment. Not attention, but anointing. Not clout, but calling. The favor that's coming will not be surface level, it will carry substance. This is what happens when you trust God through the wilderness, when you carry the weight and don't complain, when you choose character over shortcuts. Heaven is about to declare over your life, well done, for waiting, for trusting, for growing in the shadows. The process has led to this purpose. Every why is about to be answered, not just for you, but for those who watched from afar. Get ready, chosen one. The reveal is here, and it will match the weight you've carried. Because the weight didn't just prepare you, it made you worthy to carry what's coming. Chapter 7. This is your crowning season. Chosen one, you didn't take shortcuts. You didn't chase applause or push open doors. You walked faithfully with God, even when the way was unclear. You listened for His whisper, while others followed the noise. You stayed steady in the silence, obedient in the waiting, and surrendered in the struggle. And now, this is your crowning season. This isn't just a season of blessing, it's a season of becoming. The crown you now wear is not for show, it's for service. It's not about status, likes, or recognition. It's about purpose, authority, and alignment with heaven's call on your life. You are hidden for a reason, refined in fire, shaped in silence, anointed away from the spotlight, so that when this moment came, you'd be ready not just to wear the crown, but to carry its weight. You didn't just survive the journey, you were strengthened by it. And now, everything makes sense. The delays, the detours, the loneliness, they weren't setbacks, they were setups for the season you're stepping into. You've been trusted with more because your voice carries heaven. Your presence shifts atmospheres. Your life testifies of what God can do with someone who says yes in the dark. And now, God says yes to you in the light. Don't shrink when the doors open. Don't apologize for the oil you carry. Don't downplay your journey to make others comfortable. This is not arrogance, it's alignment. Walk tall, lift your head, and step forward with boldness. You're not just entering a new season, you're stepping into divine authority. The King is crowning you, not because you chased it, but because you were chosen for it. And heaven is watching you wear it well. The same people who questioned your process are about to witness your purpose unfold. And the light that finds you now won't expose your flaws. It will highlight your faithfulness. This is your moment, your coronation, the reward for the wait, the fulfillment of what heaven has always known. You were born to reign.